Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be Adopt Me Decorating and Design 101. I have so many questions from people on multiple videos asking me how to do the advanced building tools, how to get the pool clear, how to transfer colors. So essentially what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run through these different things and hope that that helps you out and that you're not like lost and you don't know what to do. And I know that could probably be pretty frustrating if you're following along and like it's too fast so you didn't catch it and then you're stuck. So that's what we're gonna do today. We are gonna focus on getting you guys there. I decided what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce around between the VIP house and the biodome. I figure we got one room completed in the biodome. Anybody who's like trying to recreate my build, it's probably gonna take, a couple days, unless you have a couple hours to really sit down and devote to it. It's probably gonna take a couple days for you to catch up. So in the meantime, I am going to post for all the people who wanted to see me start on the VIP house. First things first, advanced building tools. This is not a Roblox setting, it's an Adopt Me setting. So what you want to do is go over here to your little gear icon, if that's what it's called, and then you're going to go to Housing Advanced Tools. Now when you have this turned off and you place something, let's do a pillar or a column is what it's called. Okay. Now when you go to edit this, the only thing you could do is move it around like this, or you could change the color, or you can do that. What you want to do again is go to your little gear icon. You're going to turn on Housing Advanced Tools. What that does is it gives you two more options. Now you can move it up and down. Let's say we move it to here. For whatever reason, let's say I want to have a bunch of columns like in the same place. This other option will lock your place. So now, whoops, every time that you place, I don't know, what did I pick? Was this one? It's gonna put it in that same place. That's really convenient. So it takes some getting used to play around with these things, but that's what those two options do. It's really helpful when you're building, especially the way that I build. So the next thing we're going to talk about is color transfers, what they are and how they work. So first of all, if you don't already know what a color transfer is, it's when you take a color from a specific item in game that you normally wouldn't be able to choose when you're changing the color of an item. We're gonna go to probably one of my most used color transfers, which, oops, might help if I can spell, which is the bowl. That's like a very neutral, I don't know, it's like a beige, I guess. Let me show you how to do this here. Let's pick a brick. All right, so if we click on this brick and change the color, you'll see that this color here is nowhere in all these options. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click the bowl because that's the color that we want, and then we're gonna hit the paint bucket, but instead of selecting a color, we're gonna click on the item that we wanna change to that color. So that would be the brick, and then we're gonna hit done. That's how you do a color transfer. My favorite color transfers, let's put a couple more of these down. So we've got that one, we've got this one. These are the ones that I use the most, okay? Let's change this back to the original brick color. We've got the bowl. I like the office chair. It's like a charcoal gray color in case, you don't want to go black. You just kind of want it a little softer. And then the tree, is it the tree bed or the tree house bed? It's the tree house bed. Where are you? There, it is a tree house. Okay, and that's I guess it's like a muted rose color. So those are my three favorite color transfers. So again, we want the color of the bowl, so we're gonna hit the paint bucket, we're gonna hit the item that we wanna change that color and hit done. There's the chair, same thing, paint bucket, click on what we wanna change the color to. There you go. And then that pretty rose color, click on that and done. And now there you go. Oh, that's actually, I don't know that I do that color palette very often. I might just do that for this house. That's actually pretty. Maybe with like the darkest white. What does that look like? Don't mind me over here just in, getting inspiration from my different so yeah, that's pretty. This is another thing that I do sometimes. I'll put a bunch of bricks or rugs on the wall and like play around with colors and see what they look like together and see if that's what I want to go with as far as my color palette for the house. And so that's helpful if you have your colors pre-planned The next question I get asked all the time is, how do you make your pool clear? I don't believe you can do this on mobile. I am unsure about tablets. I know that you can obviously definitely do it on PC. That's what I build on my computer. So I'm going to show you that. That is not an Adopt Me setting. That is a Roblox setting in the game. This pool is probably not the best example to use, but if you can't tell, it actually is clear. Can I see? Yeah. All right. Do you see? It's clear. You can see through it. By default, the settings, again, it's a Roblox setting. So you want to go up here and you're going to click on settings, and it's your graphics quality. So you want to put your graphics mode on manual. I think it's set to automatic by default. Yeah. So make sure it's on manual, and then underneath your graphics quality. I just turned it all the way down. Now look, you can't see through the water. So you want to go to settings, and you're going to turn your graphics quality all the way up if your computer can handle it. And now you have a pretty crystal clear pool. This one's different than all the other pools. This one actually it's like an opaque blue color, the water itself, whereas the other ones are like just crystal clear. So this one's gonna look a little different. I'm gonna give you a tip on that here. In about 3 minutes when it gets dark, and yes, I know exactly what time it gets dark and exactly what time it gets light, because I only like to do my tours and pictures at night because everything looks so much nicer in my opinion. So those are the 3 major things that I wanted to show you. We're gonna go ahead and wait for it to get dark. I'm gonna show you a couple tips on lighting and why lighting is key and it's so important. I know a lot of you have recreated builds and you've come back to me and said, you know, I don't know what I did wrong, but your video or your room or your house just looks so different. It looks cozier. I cannot stress to you enough that lighting is everything. It's like that in real life too. If you're decorating a space, your lighting is so very important. And same as far as in the game. We're gonna wait, like I said, till it gets dark, which is now 2 more minutes. I'm gonna start this hopefully today if I have the time. It's another thing, guys. I really, when I build, I need like 100% focus on it. I can't be distracted. And the way that our lifestyle is it's one huge big distraction all the time, unless I have the house to myself, which is basically never. It does take me a while. Be patient. I'm sorry. I know it might look like, oh, she spent an hour in that house. Why didn't she post it 17 days ago? Well, because it took me 17 days just to get that 1 hour. Waiting. This is like the longest 2 minutes of my life. I've been wearing this sleep mask for so long. I just really like it. I think I put it on one day because I was like super tired and it was like, I'm sleeping, do not disturb, AFK, and I just never took it off. Yay, it's dark. The moon came out. Can we see the moon from here? We can. It's like my favorite thing in real life. I just love to stare at the moon every night. Okay, so why lighting is so important. And of course, my favorite lighting is, or my favorite lamp is the penguin. It gives off that nice warm glow that I love, and I think a lot of you have grown to love too. It is more expensive. Some people will use the lantern. I don't like the lantern because it's a little too bright. Why lighting is so important. Check out this pool right now. Like, it looks pretty cool, right? Now let's look at this. Do you see the dimension it gives? Okay, without width. If there's one thing that you do when you're building your homes, wait for it to get dark out and place your lighting. I'm gonna tell you, it changes everything. Just like in taking selfies and pictures, you gotta have the right lighting. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I have the right lighting, I think I look cute, and if I don't, I look like a swamp creature. So, all right, so that is why lighting is so important. Let me show you what it does with furniture. Let me find a place. Let me just show you what it does as far as furniture. Again, you know, just pretty basic. Now watch. Do you see? Pay attention to the chairs. Do you see the difference? Without, with. You create like shadows and dimension. This is what makes, if you're a realistic builder like me, this is what makes things look a little less cartoony and a little more realistic. Okay, so that's why lighting is so important. I hope that these tips really help you guys out when you're building to bring your rooms and your builds and your houses to like next level. If there are more questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will get to those as well in other future videos. I have a better setup now, so it's easier for me to kind of do these voice videos and tutorials. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I should share my secrets because everyone's gonna do it before I can do it. You can build out here, okay? It's difficult to do because you can't place anything. I'm gonna show you real quick, it's a hack. Oh, Adami's gonna be mad at me for showing you this hack. Okay, so what you need is a stroller, and then what you need is a pet that you can either ride or fly. You're gonna put him in a stroller. We're gonna go over here to the window. Okay, so see how like he's outside? Now we're gonna click him and we're gonna hit ride, and now we are outside. Let's get rid of the stroller. Let's stop the ride here. We are now glitched out. What I was planning on doing is building this up a little bit with some more greenery and maybe some flowers. I'm not sure, it's gonna depend on what color palette I go with and if it matches, because you know me, everything has to flow and match. But you can't just place anything out here. So, and this is what I mean, and I'm gonna show you how to do it anyway. So we're gonna place this. We're gonna try to place this. You see like, oh, here it is. So we can put it on here, but we can't put it on the floor. Like it doesn't let me do it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a barrier. We're gonna move it like this. And then we're gonna kind of cheat, but we're gonna place it on the barrier. Then we're gonna delete the barrier, and then we're gonna move this down into the ground. And voila! Yeah, that's how you do that. Again, Adopt-Me is gonna be like, hey, Miss Cozy Vibes, what are you doing? If you can't get back in the house, because I was having trouble with this earlier, even with the stroller and the pet, what you can do is just reset, and that'll bring you right back to, I think, your foyer. Reset. Yeah. So I do plan to probably get out there and add some greenery and then add my lighting, because I really want like this to look super, super comfy and cozy and warm. So anyway, that is all I really wanted to talk about today. Again, I really hope that these tips help you guys out, and we will see you soon when I have completed at least this room. Okay, bye.